Oh, that looks pretty good.
And that was 1 minute, right?
Fucking mint. That skateboard has been with me for almost 8 years. I bought that thing in 2012 when I went to LA for the first time, and then it's been around the world with me since. I figured I'd retire that skateboard, and I feel like it's earned its place up there. Before I damage the board anymore, I might as well hang it up. So we've got a bit of an interesting day today. We're not actually going to be going out and taking photos. Instead, we're going to be working on our business. To give you a bit of background in case you don't know, Liam and myself, we own a phone case company called Photogenic Phones, which we're still in the process of building and making the website and everything. But what we used to do is go to car meets and sell my photos, or we used to print them onto phone cases from a supplier in China. So, you know, we found a supplier, printed the photos onto there, got the phone cases themselves, and then went to car meets and sold them, right? But what we noticed is that it's not really that scalable, which means we can't really grow it any more than like going to a car meet and selling, you know, R34 Skylines on fucking phone cases. We can't really grow the business much more than that, if that makes sense. So instead, what we want to do is open up custom phone cases. Eventually, once it is set up, you will be able to upload your photo or any photo, it doesn't matter what it is, to our website, and we'll be able to print that photo onto a phone case and send it to you. But easier said than done. So right now I'm gonna go pick up Liam and we're gonna head over to my mate's place. My mate Daniel owns a company called Custom Promotions, and he has a big warehouse or whatever that he does business out of. And he's been in business for a couple of years now. You can go onto his Instagram page and he can literally print anything for your business, or he can like, he was actually the one that did the eggplant t-shirts because he does all the embroidering, right? So basically you can give him like a file, he'll get it digitized and then print it onto a t-shirt, a hoodie, a hat, water bottle, a sign. That's what he does. He's Custom Promotions. Like, the business name is pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, we're gonna go over to his place now and basically start the journey of this new business. Hey. Is this the eye candy car?
Have a look at that.
Oh, that steak is decent. Sub it. So this is where all the magic happens. This is a massive embroider, does 6 things or 6 t-shirts at a time. Daniel told me it's the Rolls Royce of the embroidering machines. So right now what we're trying to figure out is that on the phone case they have a metal plate on them. So like where you actually print the photo onto is a metal plate, and the other ones that we ordered aren't really good quality. We need to find a different supplier that we can get better metal plates from. Okay, so we're gonna try a test print of this image. The only problem is that we fucked up the quality last time with this one, so it's not as sharp as we'd like it to be. So we're gonna try and mess around with some of the settings before we actually even put it onto the other printer.
One sec.
That's a test print just to warm up the printer. So at the moment we're about to put the phone cases underneath the heat press machine to get the dye onto the actual phone case metal itself. So we've got to heat it to about 175 degrees, and we're going to hold it there for about 30 seconds. So it should be enough time for it. Is it 30 seconds or a minute? I think we want to do a couple of tests on time limit, like depending on how much color can transfer onto the metal. We burnt it. We kept it on the heat press for too long, and when you keep it on for too long, we kept this on for like what, a minute 15, and after that the actual coloration sort of starts separating, and you start to notice what we call burning. It's basically like bringing up the contrast in an image and like completely crushing the blacks. We still pressed it for a minute and it's still burning quite a bit. There's obviously 2 massive lines to the middle of it. Even the colors, like the top of the image where the image actually is dark, as you can see at the top there, it goes completely black, whereas that should still be light. And the oranges down the bottom are like kind of like a greeny yellow, not actually quite orange. So now it's not actually a heat press problem. I was gonna have a go at the heat presser, but it's not actually a problem with that. It might actually be a problem with either the paper or the actual printer itself.
Yes, because the paper we have in this one is different to the paper we have in here.
Okay, right, so they've both got separate paper in them, different types.
Different paper.
Right.
So I'll load this one up.
looks pretty good.
Really nice.
Dude, that looks amazing. See in the whites up the top here? There's like dotty. Is that normal?
I reckon that's the middle. Because there still is a tiny bit of colour
Does that mean we should do a tiny bit longer?
You always have a little bit of colour. You
Right.
never get 100% out.
Yeah.
But in the dye-up world, that would be considered like spot on.
Spot on,
Okay.
right. Because
And that was 1 minute,
looks
right?
fucking mint.
Push it down, give it a good push.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah.
First customer, even though you didn't pay for it.
Bang.
Thank you.
Oh, look at him, he loves it.
loves it.
Yeah, he loves it.
That was a pretty successful test day, I think. Like, I actually learned a fuckload today, which is awesome. But it also does become really apparent to what needs to be fixed and how much of the business actually needs to be, or how many problems that need to be solved rather. That's a huge part about running a business, and what I actually learned the most out of working at my old job at the car dealership is actually learning about problem solving. If you don't know how to problem solve, you will not be able to run a business. Problem solving is one of the key one of the key components to running a business. Problem solving. So today was literally trial and error and problem solving. And I've actually got a list here of shit that I've written down for stuff that actually I need to change, or not need to change, but actually just need to fix and get better at. The main things that need to be addressed is like the metal plates. We've ordered new ones of those, so they should be coming in next week, which is sweet. The paper that prints on the actual printer, the printer die, that paper, we might need to fuck around with that to see which paper is going to work the best and everything. Heat press, time and temperature. So just figuring out the sweet spot, what temperature we should press the metal plates at, and how long we should press them there for. So that's just going to be trial and error over time and sort of figuring out what the sweet spot is. Our packaging, and we've got to figure out our pricing as well, because obviously a lot of handwork, as you've seen today, goes into making a single case. It's a good first day. I've learned a lot. I'm still really excited to do the business. I'm not deterred at all, which is good. Now, I'm still really excited, and this is like one of the main things about doing business is that you want to make sure you're actually doing something and going into something that you like and you think is a pretty cool and niche market. So everyone's got a phone. Everyone needs a phone case. Oh, and a website. Completely forgot about that. We need to build the fucking website. So that would help a lot. That's it. That's really it. That's all I wanted to share with you today, you guys. So I hope I taught you something new today. I know I definitely learned a lot in today's video. If you did like this video, leave a like down below and help me out by hitting subscribe. But with that all said and done, I will see you in the next one.